Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. You know what I did earlier this morning. I secured myself some leftovers for lunch today, so I'll be warming these up here in a little bit. All right, class is in session. Today is Thursday, May 9th. It's lesson 169, and we got two dates in baseball history that could kind of be combined into one. The first took place in 1984, where the White Sox beat the Brewers, I think it was 7-6. Yeah, 7-6. You're saying no big deal? Well, the Sox don't have a lot of wins this year. That's not the point. The point is the game was 25 innings long. It was actually started on May 8th. They had a pause. It was too late in the day, and they finished the game the next day. Yeah, 25 innings. I wonder what the attendance would be at the end of the game at a 25-inning game today. Now, I don't like making fun of my White Sox friends because I have a lot of them. But this is also an important day in baseball history. So if we look back at the owners of the Chicago White Sox, of course, Charles Comiskey was the original owner, handed down to J. Lewis Comiskey, and then Grace Comiskey, and finally Dorothy Comiskey. The Comiskey family, you're hearing a pattern here. But it was this date in 1959 when finally Dorothy and John, I forget her married name, but they finally resigned from the White Sox, and Bill Veeck, I believe, took over full ownership, and he was gone for a couple of years, and then he finally came back, bringing a lot of people back to the ballpark, having fun at the ballpark. So White Sox fans, tell me, how bad would you love to hear that Jerry Reinsdorf has resigned as owner of the Chicago White Sox? Is that what it's going to take? I know when old man Wirtz died, that's what it took for the Blackhawks to fully come back. This date in baseball history, folks. All right, as you can see, we have an addition to today's lesson plan. Yeah, end of the year lesson plan, folks. We're just adding stuff. We've been pretty good with the budget all year long, so we'll be adding some things this week. So let's do the Bowman first. If you do notice here, one of my students made that for me. That is awesome. I really do appreciate that. It's a golf ball bowl. I love it. Handmade. One of those things I'll definitely have in the classroom here for a long, long time. Our bowls cup over there, that was one of the things from my students as well. So I did pre-order these. Where did I pre-order them from? I believe Steel City. I had some credits with Steel City that I did use. I have one more blaster. I also bought one of the value boxes. You know, those were pretty good last year. Not to say they're going to be good this year again, but hey, we will take our chances. There's Ronnie Mercurio, our first card right there. Look at the swag he's got going on right there. Earrings, sunglasses when you're batting. I remember like when I was a kid, like no sunglasses at all when we were playing baseball. Go blind out there. Lawrence Butler, Nick Gonzalez. So I'll be honest, like when it comes to Bowman, Spencer Steer, I'm not really up to who all the prospects are, like the Bowman firsts especially. So I keep all of these in a big box in the card room just to kind of go through a little bit later on when I do know more of the names. And I actually have some mega boxes from the past couple of years, and I kind of plan on opening up a couple of those in the weeks to come. I think I've heard people speak highly of Ramirez here for the Yankees. Heredia, Marcelo Mayer. Got our chromes right over here. Neither chrome is a first. There's the back. There's a Tanner Hawk on Boston. I wonder if they are related. They could spell the names differently, and that would be the first indication that they're not related, but I don't know for sure. All right. Nolan Arenado, Adolis Garcia. There we go. There's Yamamoto. He's, not as good as Imanaga is, of course, but hey, who is? The man's on fire. Jordan Walker, C.J. Abrams. I like this pinball machine here. I do like putting a couple quarters in, or I guess you got to put your credit card in these days. But Brock Wilken, that's a sharp-looking card there. Milwaukee Brewers. We got another column. We got the paper this time. And we got a Vargas and Horvath. Neither one of those is a Bowman first. Hopefully those are to come. I think when I saw from some other people, you were getting maybe one Bowman first on the chrome per box. Austin Wells, Verlander. You know, this reminded me yesterday of a really bad trade the Cubs made. The Cubs could have picked up Justin Verlander, I guess it was 2017 now, like fairly cheap, but instead, and it reminded me yesterday because of Dylan Cease pitched for the Padres, and the Cubs traded away Eloy Jimenez and Dylan Cease for Jose Quintana, which Jose was a very good pitcher on a bad team, which in my book, a lot of times make him just a good pitcher. Because sometimes you're a really bad team, you know, players may take the day off when they're going to face the White Sox and their best pitcher, you know, feast on the other pitching. But I was like, you've got, like, Eloy was there to trade. You've got Kyle Schwarber in the outfield, but you don't have arms in your system. And Dylan Cease was one of those guys like everybody talked about, and then they traded him. Terrible, terrible. All right, Ellie De La Cruz, Josh Young, Yordy. Shout out to Barry. Jose Ramirez. I always like this. The top 100. Kemp Alderman. Let's move up that pipeline there, buddy. Brock Porter. Thank you to those that did sub up the kit of cards, Brock Paisano, yesterday. So if you have not done so already, watch yesterday's video. There's a way to get an extra entry into our giveaway. And I think it was Monday's video. There's our Bowman first. I mean, someone in the A system has to be good. Someone has to be good at some point, folks. Maybe Ramon, it's you. Watch that video. Go sub him up. He is a kid. He is so close to 100 subs. You know, he's one of those kids out there just working for the packs that he rips. And, you know, let's go out there and support those guys. Christopher Morel. Hit of the box so far. Gunnar Henderson, there's Shohei Ohtani, Jose Rodriguez, Ronald Acuna Jr., Jordan Adams, got a Jack Hurley. This one, just a lunar, I think, right? Sometimes with the camera, the colors don't always come through to me, but pretty sharp looking card there. Outfielder, Jacob Gonzalez, Tony Blanco Jr., Cam Collier, Ramirez, again, I think I've heard good things about him. Gonna have to look it up for sure. And it's kind of nice now that these redemptions are like good for 2 years, because it's like, you know, I really need to rip some of these boxes I have just in case there is a redemption in there. So now you kind of feel a little bit better. All rise, he hit a home run. One of the guys I think has Aaron Judge in the home run contest. He went yard yesterday. So did Soto. Everyone on the Yankees went yard yesterday. Fernando Tatis. Speaking of Fernando Tatis, Lively Card Collector has pulled another downtown. I am happy for him. I'm just trying, you know, have that positive vibe when I see someone else getting one that I'll maybe get one as well. But yeah, Lively is definitely one of my guys there, so happy for him. There's the newest San Diego Padre, Corey Seager, Luis Mateos, Rookie of the Year, Boston Red Sox. So we think of these Rookie of the Year candidate favorites this year as opposed to last year's. Oh, there we go. We got an autograph. There you go. Autograph out of retail. You know, that was the way to go last year. Spend $30 on this. Maybe get a numbered card or two and an autograph. So we have, what is that? EP something or us. I should tomorrow show you the handwriting book that we use. We're teaching the second graders right now, getting ready for that cursive writing. But yeah, I will never go wrong with an autograph. He has a bat in his hand, not a Bowman first, but hey, I've never been one to be greedy, I guess. Diego Benitez. Hey, you Lee. Another Bowman first, Enrique Jimenez. All right, last pack of Bowman here for today. And we got a lot more cards to go today, folks. All right, come on now. Evan Carter. Oh, there's a good one right there. Jung-Ho Lee. Kyle Tucker hit a home run yesterday, I think. Anthony Volpe. Got a Spencer Jones. 25 out of a hundo. Very nice. I think Mr. 95 Cents, I've heard him talk pretty highly of him before, so he's going to end up being great. I just know it. So, okay, we got two Bowman first in this one. Usually any Brave is going to be pretty good as well. I think that was a total of 5 Bowman firsts on the chrome. If I was a pro YouTuber, I probably would have had all those sectioned out already, but you know, you get what you get, folks, and you don't throw a fit with your YouTubers here. All righty. What are we going to get here? There's Yordan Alvarez, O'Neal Cruz, Gleyber Torres. There's Eloy right there. You know, Eloy just, I like him. You know, he was fun to watch as a Cub term upside down since I'm talking about him. But, like, I'm just fearful that he's going to, like, seriously hurt Luis Robert in the outfield. And Lou Bob is one of my favorite players to watch. And, you know, sometimes I may speak ill of the White Sox, but I do like, you know, a lot of their players, and they're not a real rival of the Cubs. So, you know, it's all in good fun. But here we go. Big Ben, Chris Bassett right there. Very nice. So we had a Big Ben last time as well. I think with the odds, you're going to get 2 per box. So those are our 2. Unless they want to give us an extra one, which is always nice. But there's been a ton of number cards in this UK product as well, so that's nice. Joey Bart, DeGrom, Buxton, Kyle Hendricks coming off of the DL pretty soon. I think he'll have a rehab start, but things were not going well for him at the start of the season. He is a slow starter, but just watching him pitch, like there was not much movement on those pitches at all. I feel like in the past you would see no glimpses of him doing pretty well. And for whatever reason, he was good in the first inning. And at first, when people say, well, what about him being the closer? If he's pitching, you know, first inning, doing well, not giving up any runs, I don't know if, you know, there's ever been someone like that as a closer. There's been some, there's been some soft tossers, things like Doug Jones that have been closers. But, yeah, I don't know about that one there. So this is the last of my Series 1. Just been kind of keeping this one around for a while. I actually had the silver packs all lined up last year for the Cubs playoff victories. That never happened. So I don't want to, you know, wait on them again this year. There we go. 65 out of 75. Clayton Kershaw and Zach Greinke. 1-2 punch. Very nice looking card right there. Nice little hip. It's got gold on the thing, but that one's not going to be numbered, I don't think. No. Barry Larkin. There's a J-Rod right there. Gold Cup. It's funny, some of those guys, you know, like everyone's hot and heavy over, you know, Michael Harris right there, Bobby Witt, and seeing them now on their third-year cards. Keegan Thompson, I'm still high on him. He's been mostly in the Cubs bullpen. All right, silver pack 2023. What are we going to get? All right. Chris Bryant. Now, I think I've seen that Chris Bryant is in Bowman again this year, and maybe John MP wins any of my contests. I'm going to send that one off to here. Chipper Jones, shout out to Adam's Card Closet, Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles, Rafael Devers, shout out to Cards by Mark. He's in the home run challenge there. There's a J-Rod right there. I like that card. It's always good to get a Julio Rodriguez. Class is dismissed.